One's a savage driver, one's a savage builder.
Fast and Furious race? Honestly, some really good drag racing from non-drag racing. Welcome back, another episode of This vs. That, presented by our friends over at NOS, and today we got an interesting matchup.
Very interesting matchup.
One's a savage driver and one's a savage builder, and both the cars are sick today.
Let's go look at these cars.
I always get confused at who's this,
Oh,
who's that.
I learned this on one of the last episodes.
This is this.
The left one's always this. What's up, this? Who are you? What'd you bring here?
My name's Amir, and I brought the Motorsport Hardware LS M3. It is a limited class time attack car in global time attack. A bit of a beast there, and
This isn't your car, though.
it is not.
Why not?
Because my car needs an engine.
Amir was supposed to bring out the NSX.
I know.
But he borrowed this car from Ryan Castro. What is this thing, man?
E36 M3, wide body on wide body,
Yo,
felony form
I
kit
forgot
with
about
flares.
that.
Yeah, so flares on
No
flares.
way, really?
Yeah, it
Yeah, so
literally
this
has-
is a felony form kit, right?
Yeah, so it's a felony form kit that they molded into the body, and then I was like, we need more tire. So he's like, all right, let's just put some flares on it. So flares on
Dude,
flares.
You know, honestly, it looks like a stock flared car if you just scan it quick. Really
These are
couldn't even-
295s.
And they're too small, we're going to 315s. In the rear, we would run wider if they make it because we have to run the AO52, which is an amazing tire from Yokohama. But since that's the widest they make, we just want to fit it square.
315?
Yeah, 315, 30, 18 square.
It's funny because somebody who did a lot of the work on the car is also competing up against it. But
He's
I
the winner
remember,
no matter what.
Like, I've watched this car transform from a stock E36 M3 with an LS to this, and it's been super cool. So I want to pop the hood and check this out. All of this stuff has changed a lot in the last year, right?
Between the engine and the work from Riley, it's pretty killer. Riley did the whole tube front and even like the ducting and everything.
Oh, damn.
Incredible work. And then this massive beast of a non-German engine in there.
Yeah, so what is this?
7.3 liter LS that started life, I think, as a Corvette engine. It makes about 600 at the wheels, 600 foot-pounds of torque.
Okay, cool. I love this like ducting setup. So you guys have been doing a lot of development on like time attack stuff for
Yeah,
this, right?
exactly. So the aero package is pretty mild yet developed efficiently. It's going to get a lot bigger this year.
I like that you say it's a mild aero package. It's got like a 5-inch splitter with like carbon. What are these things even called?
Outwash end plates.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a prototype set that I made with my company, RS Future. So do a bit of the aero on the car and the driving and help with a lot of the engineering chassis-wise.
And you guys recently did something drivetrain-wise that's pretty sick, right?
We did, yeah. My favorite part about the car is the Samsonas 6-speed sequential.
Wow, look at that thing.
No lift shift for once we set it up, but right now it's like basically clutchless, just lift about 50% throttle and bang it into gear.
So this thing's dry sump?
Yeah, dry sump, 7.3 liter LS with a sequential. It's about all you can ask for in a car.
Oh yeah. What about the rear end?
We run a factory E32 7 Series differential with the Cusco LSD.
Wow, okay, cool. Well, what does it weigh?
2750.
2750, 600 wheel horsepower. That's a good time.
Have you ever drag raced it?
I have never drag raced in my life.
Ever drag raced?
This is my first drag race, and
No.
I'm pretty sure it's Riley's. Yeah, like if you
Nice.
count like the one time I was in my dad's car and raced from like a stoplight at Albertsons, like that's it. And then from there, I think I've done like 3 burnouts, which is probably like blasphemous for you guys.
Hey, look,
get
we
you there,
don't
though, don't worry.
discriminate.
Yeah, this will be an interesting time.
Well, luckily we're like a really non-serious drag racing show, so
Sign me
it
up.
works out. Tell us some more. What do you run suspension-wise?
The car runs KW Club Sport off-the-shelf coilovers. We've found that those
Dang.
things just straight off the shelf work incredibly well.
I mean, it seems like a pretty simple car for how fast it goes. Is it just a lot of like suspension tuning and stuff and like aero development?
It is like getting the car to put power down was the big challenge. We first started driving it, we cut probably 5 seconds off just getting the chassis to put power down in a straight line.
Does it have any traction control?
Just the right foot.
So this will be really easy to drag race.
Yeah.
From one drag car to another drag car. Let's go look at the Trans Am. All right, so before, when we were mentioning that guy, Riley, It's this guy, Riley.
It's me.
No, it's that guy.
Oh, that guy.
What
Sorry.
if I wanted to be this though?
You can be anything you want to be.
You can't be. You
we can
parked on the wrong
repark.
side.
We can repark.
We can redo all
we
of
can
this.
take care of that. Yeah.
Technically, you've worked on both, so you are this and that.
Hey, that's true, actually.
I'll take it.
Not who I am. Who am I?
So who are you and what do you bring here today?
So my name's Riley Stair, and I brought my 1970 Pontiac Trans AM.
Oh yeah, it looks pretty basic.
It is.
No, this car came out, what was that, SEMA 2018?
Yeah, 18.
This was like the craziest car when it came onto the scene. Vibrant booth, SEMA 2018.
We all fought each other for pick of the show.
All right, so this is 100% my favorite car of SEMA.
Look at that.
Rolled diagonals on diagonals all over the place.
This car is
just
so
immaculate.
disgustingly
all
clean. And the best thing about it is it's a young guy and he built it on the side of his mom's house.
For anybody that says, oh, I don't have a garage, there you go. This is insane, man.
Thank
so
you.
To get it this low, you obviously had to engineer your own inboard suspension.
Yeah, so that was one of the things that I wanted to do, not only for the knowledge, but also the adjustability it gives me.
Yeah.
Being that at this point, I guess I do build cars, chassis for a living, whatever. But at the time, I was like, I need to learn. And if I go through all this and I put something in the wrong spot, I need to have the adjustability to fix it without having to cut the front of the car off.
Yeah.
So push rods give me two forms of suspension and height adjustment,
Can
as
we
well
look
as
at it while we talk
Yeah,
about
let's
it?
take a peek.
kinda
I'm sure most people are
kinda
like, I have
through.
no idea what they're saying,
Yeah.
but I don't want to touch this car.
Oh, you're
I know.
This is a better visual of what the hell you were talking about.
Oh, yeah,
even though
yeah.
I'm not sure it makes more or less sense now.
It's a rear engine car, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, so it's like mid-front. But basically, look at the suspension. So push rods give me, I've actually changed a lot of it, but it gives me two forms of height adjustment. So I can actually corner balance the car without touching the actual coilover shock itself. So I can leave springs alone, and I have one slacked out spring, none of that.
Before we ask anything else, we got to talk about what that thing all the way back there is.
Oh yeah, so Don at Motor Machine and Carmichael built this. It's a 400-inch LS dart block, Cali's crank, dart heads, they're cannon valve head.
What type of horsepower is it making?
808 at the tire on his Superflow.
808 NA is sick.
808
That's pretty
NA.
nice.
I like that.
How do you get to 808 NA?
Basically, you kind of make it want to kill itself. So it's
compression, I'm
super high
imagining.
compression, so 16 1/4.
16 and a quarter?
Yeah, 400-inch, and the cam is almost an inch lift. And then you spin it to the moon.
To the moon!
Hope nothing comes out of the side of it.
What are you spinning to?
So I think I've got it rev limited in 96 right now. So, but we spun it 10,000,
Wow.
10,008.
400-inch V8.
What trans do you run in this thing?
It has a G-Force GF4A in it right now.
So still H pattern.
Yeah, so at the beginning of the pandemic, I was like, man, wouldn't it be cool if you like did a burnout in the shop, revved it up and dumped it and just like ended up with a box of neutrals. So I pulled it apart. I was like, they say you can rebuild these things pretty easy. And called up G-Force, said, yeah, tell us what parts. And I gave him a list. He said, you should just buy a transmission because it's all of it. So I ended up having to grab a transmission.
How about that heel plate, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's sick.
It's a spicy one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
The
cool.
exhaust right underneath it.
Yeah, if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough.
Hey, that's a life lesson right there.
Have you ever weighed it?
I have, yeah.
What does it weigh?
It's 3165.
3165, 800 horsepower.
Yeah. So
Door exit exhaust.
it's
Door.
I love this, by
That's
the
the
way. This is the
coolest thing
best
ever.
boom tube placement.
Wait, the door still
'Cause you-
opens?
yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
I
the
had
heel
no
plate
idea.
makes so much more sense now.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess you couldn't see it from where I was standing. Like
Yeah.
it's literally on top
Oh
of the
my
exhaust.
God.
It would
All you
be
need is a little air
melting.
gap, man. It's fine.
So what's your drag racing experience?
I think I've got a little less than Amir because we don't have Albertsons where I'm at.
I've never drag raced ever. I have less experience than he does.
First day, huh?
Done a couple burnouts, one not so successful.
No traction controls, none of that?
No, I got my right foot and it's not very coordinated, so we're gonna find out.
All right, it's gonna be a good race. Here's what we generally do. From a star 1,000 foot, it's like the most standard
Heads
setup
up.
of a drag race.
So, and also full transparency, Riley and I talked to each other, and we're like, there's no way either of us are launching our cars, we're gonna break the crap out of them. You know, so we're like,
I mean, if you guys both are down for a low mile per hour roll, figure out what that is.
Yeah, we'll do like, I don't know, maybe like a 10 roll, something like that.
Okay, so what we got is a 10-mile-an-hour roll to 1,000 feet. You guys go at the cones.
I don't know anything about either of the cars, I just want the Trans Am to win.
NSX, K-powered NSX. No, that one's not here. So never bet against Amir. BMW.
Wow, this is really hard. I have no idea. Amir, because driver mod. Because I just think these cars are gonna be really hard to drive.
I heard what he said, and I have to agree because Amir is a fantastic shoe when we know that, but Riley's car on paper should smoke him. So Riley?
The M3, it's got sequential, it's lighter, it's got a big old tire on there. It's not a slick, but I think sequential in the weight, I'm giving it to the 36.
I'm gonna go I'm going with Trans Am. I'm gonna go for Burt Reynolds all day.
All right, predictions for today. You know what? I gotta go with Riley.
just because it's a Trans Am and it's sick and it's awesome. Riley all day. I don't even care if he loses. He's still winning.
Round one.
Bro.
They went like this.
Yeah,
I got
that's
that
pretty
Trans Am was way faster than I thought.
Dude, the Trans Am moved.
Did he miss
a gear?
Yeah, he feels like he either missed a gear or he lifted. He got out of it.
Dude, that sounded pretty damn wicked.
Woo! Both of us screwed that race up so bad.
Not bad for your first time drag racing though.
It was definitely lucky because I'm like, Riley's car is so loud, I couldn't hear mine, and I was like, oh crap, I need a shift. And then, so he got super far ahead, and then he picked up his shift, and then I got it. So I was like, crap.
Dude, we were saying you guys were trading spots the whole way.
It was like a Fast and Furious drag race.
It
was amazing.
I was like, oh, this is rad.
So what do you think? You want to do the same thing?
Ask him whatever he wants.
Okay.
Yo, this thing is, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It sounds sick. So
he got stuck in neutral. That was
so Amir was like, Riley's car is so loud and the exhaust is pointed right at his window. He's like, I couldn't tell when to shift my car. So I think we'll just do the same thing again.
Yeah, that's good with me.
All right.
Round two.
Riley needs a sequential.
Whoa! Oh, shit!
Riley got him by literally a nose.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
That was so fun.
You guys, do you know who won?
I honestly, it was like so close, but I think he got me.
He got you by literally a foot.
It was such a fun race. That was dope.
Dude, that was perfect.
Yeah.
So you guys are tied 1-1, so next one is who wins it.
Yeah, let's run it again.
You want to cool this thing down for 45 minutes, an hour maybe?
I need like 2 hours to talk to my team. I need to reload the same tune in it.
And then you gotta wake up someone in Dubai to tap in.
Wait, let me fire up the IBM. I got it, I'll come in.
I haven't even checked the tire pressures. I have no idea what they're at.
No prep.
Yeah.
Dude. Yo, that was the closest race, man. We had to go photo review.
Literally by a nose.
So it's 1-1 right now.
I think it's a good race.
Yeah, I'm good with it. He's good with it.
All right, sick.
Round three.
That's it.
I was like, nah.
Half a car. Amir took it by half a car.
Wow, that's sick.
BMW by half a car.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Yo, honestly, some really good drag racing from non-drag racers.
Do you know who won this one?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I started that one in second, So I went and just spin it in first, and that was kind of the key. So
Oh, nice.
I got lucky. Saved it for the last one.
Dude, now you're a pro roll racer.
I don't think I've ever had that much fun in like
A straight
12
line?
seconds. Yeah.
Yo, these things sound savage going down the strip, though. It's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
So the internet wants you to do some donuts.
If the internet wants to buy me some tires.
I'm pretty sure we can figure that out. Crowdsource.
Yeah,
crowdsource.
exactly.
Let's go, buddy.
There we go.
Come on, bro. Let's go.
Now, where are you going?
Give me that back. I need that.
He lives in Utah. Only cash works there.
I've never seen someone carry so much cash. Do you deal drugs now? All right, well, Amir took it.
We were just trying to get them to do donuts. That's how this always ends. It's the same thing every time.
Good race. Can you do donuts?
All right, well, congrats, guys. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you for having us.
All-wheel drive and no prep always work.
It's a race.
I don't know.
You hit him with he hit him with your own dance.